So long as like alchemy.
All right, here we go, back at Oracle. Now, there would be no Draymond Green. Omri Casspi and Jordan Bell would get the start. And I have to say, I am not fond of this whole, like, I'm going to play when I want and I'm going to rest. And I'm talking about Draymond. So clearly he should have been resting the shoulder, but he wanted to play back home in Michigan. And I'm not really with that, man. I feel like that's a selfish decision by Draymond. Nonetheless, he was out. Evan Turner getting the start. Portland really sliding without Nurkic. A 5-game losing streak rolling into Oakland. As you take a look at Myers Leonard, yes, he's still in the league starting for Portland. And the more I watch KD, the more I think he may have a chance at the Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he switched out on McCollum and Lillard several times in this game and held his own, and that's just ridiculous, switching out on 6'2" shifty guards. Look at him here. McCollum returns the favor. He doesn't bat an eye. He just refires and gets it. Now, I know Terry Stotts is a respected coach, but I wasn't too fond of, like, just the way Portland operated. Now, watch KD pick the ball up here. You can't pick the ball up that far from the basket. Evan Turner jumps on the pass and gets the easy one early. But I can't complain. There wasn't too many turnovers or unforced turnovers in this game. Look at Clay's gravity, finds Casspi getting the start. And Casspi gave us a little more offensive production. I was happy with his play. But defensively, he definitely has some limitations. You're going to see when he switches on smaller guys. Right here, there was a miscommunication and a blow-by. And there were several blow-bys on Omri. It's not really his fault. He wants to do it. His feet just won't go with his body, right? And there's the touch pass from Jordan Bell, man. And part of it's really nice that he makes those passes, but part of it is he doesn't really want the ball yet, kind of like Iguodala offensively. And this will be the next phase for him. He's going to have to pull that little elbow jumper there. Maybe he can learn something from David West, right? Because that drive to the lane, guys are going to meet him, and he is undersized. Let's be clear. As athletic as he is, he's a little small for the 4-5 position. And KD with the Afro step. Never mind the Euro step. That boy took the Afro step around McCollum for the finish. Just nasty. Then Clay, rare off the dribble pull-up jumper. He was pretty quiet early on, though, but he would do Clay-like things later in this game. But this is not a Clay-like thing here, right? A pull-up off the dribble 3 from about 5 feet behind the line, misses it bad. And then watch KD here in transition. He's so busy telling everybody where to be, he misses his assignment right down the middle of the lane. The easy dunk for Myers Leonard, and Kerr wants a timeout. Now, I spoke about Caspi's slow release. He's going to have to fire it, right? That time, he barely gets it off, but the arc will allow him to finish. He can shoot with the contest, but he has to pull the trigger, especially with some of our shooters out. Backdoor KD, and he has such a variety of finishes for a big man. I don't know if any big man in the league has more layup packages than him. And here's Bell, patience finishing on the other side of the rim. Now, here's another example of Omri. Watch him have to switch on Lillard. And I know Lillard blows by a lot of guys, right? But I'm just pointing out here that Casspi, with our defensive schemes, when we're playing athletic backcourts, he's going to have trouble switching and kind of maintaining his own. Nick Young came in the game, was just absolutely fuego. From the corner, you see it, and it was nice to see because this was a game we needed. It wasn't just garbage time. And then KD, see this pass here? It wasn't the greatest of passes, but I think sometimes Durant forgets, like, not everybody is as skilled and athletic as him. Sometimes he'll give guys passes, and he's like, I would have caught it. I would have finished it, right? Looney is not you, KD. Here's more Nick Young. Ridiculous. And what's underrated about Nick Young is his footwork. His footwork really allows him to get off shots whenever he wants, and he was doing that early in this game. Now the elevator screen, 1 foot, Dirk at the free throw line, and everybody now is like, uh-oh, heat check for Swaggy. What I liked about the offense, though, is when Nick got going, they didn't force feed it. They didn't get like overzealous getting him the ball for the heat check. They took their time and got him good shots, 12 and 13 minutes. And the David West's like on your back, cracker. Now, this rookie, Zach Collins, man, if you paid attention, he had several illegal screens, and he was kind of cracking guys on those illegal screens with elbows. There was some collisions, and the Warriors did not like it. Now, Iguodala transition. They never seen him go behind the back before. David West finds the fountain of youth filling the lane, 2 hands. And Portland's lack of rim protection really showed in this game. Everybody was going for the dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. This time it's Iguodala. He always stays with the right hand, even on that left side. But my favorite thing was watch Casspi try to get involved. He's like, me too, guys, and he almost lays the hammer down, but can't quite get it. He did have 11 points and 9 boards in getting the start. So Casspi, very effective. Watch him with the double screen here. He pins both guys. West's like, all right, if you want me to shoot it, I'll shoot it. And I'm just not a huge fan of Damian Lillard's game. He came down, look at this, and this was a lot of what Portland did. No passes, just dribble and tough shots for Dame Lillard. 28 shot attempts on the night. And then just like your corner liquor store, David West open all night long from the top of the key. Portland just not making a whole lot of adjustments throughout this game. West was very lively. Look at him jump the passing lanes. But look at these two. They look like a 40-plus-year-old league at the Rec trying to run the break. West and Caspi not exactly fleet of foot. Katie's like, give me the ball, guys. Give me the ball. Calm down here. And their lack of size really showed all over the court. No shot blockers. KD, really, if he wanted to, he could have gone for 50 tonight. But he was happy getting everybody involved. There's another one just rising over the 6'2 McCollum. Now, don't get it twisted. Dame Lillard is very skilled. He's as skilled as any guard. I just don't like his decision-making and his shot selection, right? And this is just ridiculous from Klay here. The reload and the catch, like he just double clutches and pops with someone in his face, and that's something only Klay. That's Klay doing Klay things, right? And then this was maybe the most impressive play of the night, honestly. To wind down the clock here to end the half, KD blocks the floater. Good God, man. Defensive player of the year, I think he's got to be in the conversation. Blocking McCollum's floater, one of the best floaters in the league, by the way. Second half, the Warriors always go into their scripted plays. Bell, nice finish, but something he's going to have to learn is he loves to crab dribble. Right here, he needs to just elevate and go right up, and he'll probably get the and one, but you see the crab dribble gets him in trouble. Sometimes you got to just rise right up. He really likes that crab dribble to gather and leap high. And then this goes back to basketball character right here. So the rookie with the rookie-like pass, KD's not going to give up on the play, and then the LeBron track down block. Much like the block JaVale had on Lillard in the playoffs a year ago, but Bell showing his basketball character, not giving up on the play, redeeming himself, and then KD on the other end. Defense leads to offense. Klay the hezzy, and then the push-off. And we've seen Klay get called for this several times now, and what's going to alleviate this for Klay is he needs to get lower in his hips, and that will put his shoulder down, and then he doesn't have to push off. See how he's kind of upright with his drive and his hezzy, and then he pushes off? If he lowers his access, his shoulder will be the defense and he won't have to push off. KD, that's just too easy. Rocker step into the three. Lillard, no chance. And then you're going to see Bell, weak side help. Look at the verticality. And then something that I love about Klay is it's not about how much he scores, it's when he scores. How many timely baskets does Klay hit? It feels like every basket Klay gets is one we need, and I love that Bell jumps the passing lane. The more we see of Bell, the more we're going to see of this. He's going to get one of these a game when he gets over 20 minutes a night. I'm not saying it'll happen this season, but it will eventually. KD, and then you see Collins crack him here. He doesn't want the hand, right? He's like, don't touch me, bruh. Right? And so I'm telling you, the whole squad felt some type of way about that rookie and kind of his over-physical play. And there he is breaking alchemy's law, passing on a straight line, and these two freaks of nature make it happen. Now here's something that may not be so obvious. Iguodala's waiting for KD to run the lane. Now watch KD stop, and that leaves Iguodala out to dry. So if you're asking yourself, what the hell are you doing, Ig? He thought KD was going to run to the rim, and then this happens. Now, Nick Young is an LA-born boy. And I hope that it wasn't that serious. He clearly got cracked, but the dramatics, very extra from Swaggy. He had a great game up until that point, and we could have used him late, honestly. But look at the stagger. And I'm just saying he's a little Hollywood, right? He's a little Hollywood. So Nick Young goes into concussion protocol. In comes Quinn Cook. Right away, pick and roll. Jordan Bell. Extra swag points on the dunk, young man. And this is what I'd like to see in crunch time. Whether Steph's in the game or not, and unless there's like a Kawhi Leonard or a LeBron James in the game, this is where we need to go. Right here. Big boy pants for KD, right at the foul line. That's the most efficient shot we can get when the game's slowed down, in my opinion. Quinn Cook, I didn't know he had that. Where'd you learn? You didn't learn that at Duke, Quinn Cook. The spin move, the shot, celebration from the bench. And honestly, I thought the bench was going to get teed up. We'll cover that a little bit more later, but the bench was lit last night. Now, they say you can't cross P-Mac up. That's what the Warriors say. So the bad call, and then look at Kerr with the Pornhub expression. Leaving the third quarter, McCall the touch foul, but I thought that was cool. They talked about him not, you can't cross him up. His hands are that good. David West, and then look at him shove Zach Collins. Get off me, boy. So that was probably the most entertaining aspect of this game, honestly. It wasn't that competitive, but the bullying of the rookie. And then look at this dude with the, oh, what a move by Jordan under the rim. And at this point, Kerr wants a timeout because we did get sloppy halfway through the fourth quarter. Portland still with pride, still with Damian Lillard on the turf. You know he's not going to stop playing. More David West, the pump fake. Peep the bench, though. Peep the bench, though. Look at this. They're all the way on the baseline. I really thought they were going to get teed up for that. But David West, easily his most emphatic 10 points of the season, 17 minutes. Lillard crossover, he wants it. Look at him pump the chest up. Look at the Kevin Hart swelling of the chest from the little man. And you got to respect his game, his pride, right? But I just felt like he shot way too much. And so there was a late surge from Lillard to get his numbers. Again, he shot 28 times. McCollum, how you feel about that, bro? Really tell him. KD right back with the answer. Now, out of timeouts, this is the favorite play of Kerr. Now, watch Clay. See how he puts his hand up like he's setting the back screen? That's the key on selling this back cut, and that's his favorite spot on the floor and Kerr's favorite play to draw up out of a timeout, and Clay delivers it. Really the knockout blow. Lillard forcing things, and it's going to lead to Clay with another one here in the corner. Why not? And like I said, it was kind of an average night for Clay, but he hit the shots we needed to get. And then one last play here. Watch the rookie. Here's another big screen. Look at him knocking to Iguodala. This is the stuff they don't appreciate. That was his 6th foul, and that's why they were going hard at the rookie. Looks like he's going to go sink his teeth into somebody after this one. But I liked his aggression. I think you can't show back down, especially as a white man in the NBA, no lie. But Portland, I'm not feeling their roster, man. I know they're out Nurkic, but I think, honestly, they got to trade Lillard. I like McCollum better. How about that? Warriors roll to a 7th straight. Thursday, Dallas should be another one. Don't fall asleep, though. They're playing a little better. I'm out, y'all.